Welcome to the Veterinary Marketing Podcast, where it's all about how to attract, engage, and retain the best clients to your practice using digital marketing. My name is Brandon Brashears. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome to episode 233 and a half. In today's in-between episode, we're going to talk about a tool that most people don't know about when it comes to digital marketing that could really help you. And this even could be used for offline marketing as well. So we're going to talk about a tool which is called UTM Code. It's one of my favorite things to use when it comes to running ads or traffic. Which is very, very helpful. I'll explain why you need to be using them, how they're easy to set up, and what you can do to get more info on this. So before we begin, I want to mention a few things. First, if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe. And Google Play, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your podcast from. And if there's a rating feature, it would mean a lot if you rated the show, if you enjoy the podcast. If you ever have feedback for me, I would always love to hear it and engage with the people that listen to the podcast. So thank you for listening. But let's jump into today's episode. So UTM codes, they're a little string of code that you put on after the URL. Google bought UTM technology from a company back in like 2004, and I honestly didn't know about them. I think probably till 2011 or 2012. So they had existed for a long time, and when I found them, I felt like somebody was keeping a big secret from me that was pretty cool, and I just was amazed that I had never heard about it before. But what it is it lets you put a string of basically information onto your URL, and I have a tool that can be really helpful for this if you're interested. And I'll tell you about that. But with this UTM code, you can then basically tell Google Analytics, okay, this is coming from Facebook, and which campaign it's coming from, or which keyword it's coming from, and it lets you produce identifiable segments that you can then analyze. So what's this helpful for? If you're doing Google Ads and you want to see, okay, how's my Google ad traffic doing versus my organic traffic? You can create filters one for your organic traffic, and then one using UTM codes that say medium equals PPC or pay-per-click. Now with UTM, you have to have a naming convention, so you need to have things that are predefined, but I actually built a UTM creator spreadsheet, and it lets you input these different mediums that you use using drop-downs and all kinds of cool things. And if you're interested in that, please send me a message on either Facebook. I also have a UTM training that's a bonus of the 5-day marketing challenge that we have coming up on December. I believe December 6th is the date that it's coming up. If you go to veterinarymarketingpodcast.com/challenge, you can learn more about that if you're interested. It's all about creating a marketing funnel. And the start date is indeed December 6th. I just checked it. So if you're interested at all, go to veterinarymarketingpodcast.com/challenge, and there you can learn about how to create a marketing funnel. And as I mentioned, the UTM training that I have is a bonus as for people who join that 5-day challenge. But if you're interested in learning more about UTMs, again, be sure to message me. I have that UTM creator tool, which is really, really helpful for keeping all of your data consistent so that you can actively look at what's happening. It's really cool, too, because you can apply Data Studio filters with UTM codes and have basically dashboards that show you exactly what's happening when it comes to traffic. I think UTM codes are really important because pixels are no longer functional with the iOS 14 update. I mean, they still work on occasion, but it's less than 5% of tracking events are typically coming through is what I'm seeing personally. So it's a big deal when it comes to tracking and understanding exactly what your traffic is doing. And if you can understand what your traffic is doing, you can understand if it's positive or negative, and make adjustments and really create campaigns that are going to drive return on investment for you. And that's the whole point of doing marketing, especially direct response marketing. So be sure to check this out. Send me a message if you have any questions, comments, you need help with anything. Check out UTM codes, and we'll talk to you on the next episode. Have a great day, everybody.